Hey guys, Sky here. Today I want to go over defensive and support skills in Monster Hunter and why they are a double-edged sword. We'll go over the good, the bad, and the ugly to find out what you should be running in your armor sets. Without further ado, let's get into it. First, let's talk about why people might want to consider integrating defensive skills into their armor sets. Typically, the reasons fall into two camps. First is a lack of skill, still learning the game or a specific monster, and second is the counter-specific monsters and their moveset. To preface, there's nothing wrong with being new to the games or struggling at any point. Back in Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, I was brand new to the series, and I spent many hours carding when I first reached high rank. But some of these skills that are meant to help you are complete traps and will cause you to struggle even more. Let's look at some of these quote-unquote noob traps, why they suck, and which skills are actually worth running. The first skill we'll look at is Defense Boost. This is the most straightforward defensive skill in the game. The higher your defense, the less damage you take from the monster. Simple enough? At max level, this skill will give you 10% more defense, a bonus 35 flat on top of that, and 5 points for each of your elemental resistances. Seems pretty good on the surface, but there's a few reasons this skill absolutely blows. To get defense boost to max level, it takes 7 skill points, an absolutely massive investment. Also, the further you get into the game, the worse the skill gets, you know, when things actually start hitting hard. This is because while the 10% boost does scale as you get stronger armor, the bonus 35 points does not. There's also a skill that not only gives you a better boost in effective HP, but only costs 3 points as well. This is the health boost skill, which gives a boost of 50 HP. Combined with the max HP you can get with food buffs, this skill alone increases your effective HP by 33.33%, making it much better than what defense boost can give you. Even a skill I'd say isn't that good, Divine Blessing gives a 25% effective HP boost at level 3. The next traps you might run into are the elemental resistance skills. At level 3, these will give you plus 20 to the respective element and plus 10 to your defense. Elemental resistance will decrease the damage taken by that element by 1% per point. Again, you can see how this is not very good since you only get a gain of 20% effective HP and it only works with certain moves. The 10 defense you get is laughable and might as well not even be there. Let's switch gears and look at a support skill that is not nearly as good as it may seem. Wide Range is a popular skill for those that want to provide support to their team. This skill extends the effects of consumables onto fellow hunters in the same area as you. This seems great, but this skill essentially accomplishes nothing. In the game, there are life powders and dusts of life, 2 items that provide party-wide healing, no skills required. You can hold 3 life powders and 2 dusts of life, so each player can provide 5 heals to their team before needing to restock or combine more. There are also insta-casts, meaning you get the full heal once the item procs instead of the gradual healing drinking a potion provides. Attack and defense buffs can be applied through Demon Powder and Hardshell Powder, respectively. There really isn't a good reason to run Wide Range, and it's much better to invest those points elsewhere. So what skills are worth running? Well, Health Boost is a great skill as it gives you one of the best increases in effective HP in a single skill. Unfortunately, this skill becomes obsolete once you have acquired Fatalis Armor, as the set bonus provides the 100 HP you would get from food buffs and the skill. Next is Evade Window, which increases the duration you are invulnerable when rolling. This is hands down the best defensive skill that will not only keep you alive, but also create opportunities to deal more damage. Instead of running skills like Earplugs or Tremor Resistance, you can dodge through these effects to get a similar benefit. Lastly, let's look at the Guard and Guard Up skills. For shielded weapons, Guard is an integral part of making an armor set for a fight. Monsters' moves will have different knockback levels when blocked, and can be lowered by hitting different thresholds with the Guard skill. These thresholds are at levels 1, 3, and 5, so levels in between that are essentially a waste. Guard Up allows you to block attacks that are typically not able to be blocked. Some notable moves that are affected by this skill is Teostra's Supernova, Rajang's Laser Beam, and many Flame Breath attacks. Why not just use all the defensive skills and stack them together? Doing this will drastically slow your hunts down, making your life much more difficult. These skills also function as a crutch that breaks down the further you get in the game, as I simply cannot keep up with the monster's damage. In multiplayer, there really is no tanking or support role, and it is up to everyone in the group to handle monster aggro and healing each other when needed. The best thing you can do for your team is maximize your damage output to kill the monster quicker, as well as land more flinches and trips. To round things off, let me show you the difference in clear times from using a set that prioritizes defense to one that uses them when needed and focuses damage. Here they are now. That's a 39% improvement on clear time, and I felt safer and more in control as I was getting knockdowns much more consistently throughout the hunt. Make sure to like and subscribe if you learned something today, and let me know down in the comments what I should cover next. Happy hunting out there, and I'll see you next time.